They were all playing the same game, telling me to shut up or get out. So from there, it was very easy for me to see that, yeah, this must go on in other areas too, right? Oh yeah. And not long after I found out about this book, it had just come out, in fact, bought a copy, read it, and bang, I'm like, yep, not surprised. There you go. This goes on across the board. And as you dig deeper, you start to realize it's always been like this. Have always been pulling the strings in every country, in every period of history for over 3,500 years. Actually, technically, 5,000 years. Not on the scale that they do now. It's not always been that way. But they have stuck their finger in most every pie around the world at one time or other. And usually multiple places all at once, right? The exceptions really are very few to the rule. There have been some. But for the most part, they have run every country. But today, simultaneously, they're doing this in every country around the world. They're closer now than ever before to finally getting their age-old dream in place. They wanted this a long time ago, and they've been working to bring it about non-stop, but they always met up with setbacks, but they never lost sight of the goal. Oh, they're relentless. They don't quit, and they won't quit unless we put a stop to them. She ended off by saying, a shocking shift in paradigm. You know, when you discover how this works, right? A shocking shift takes place in your paradigm. Anyone who hasn't experienced it will call you crazy. Those who don't know the truth or are covering it up will call you a conspiracy nut. Here's someone who dealt with it personally, got behind the scenes and saw how corrupt the whole damn frickin' mess is. And she's saying the same thing that we've had to go through, right? And yet, we knew that people were being lied to. We were in a minority, and we were criticized for that, right? Who the hell are you? Who do you think you are? And now you feel so alone because you've got this mountain of powerful influence above you, threatening to take your job away. And then you have an entire society that's being victimized by this, that you want so desperately to wake up. And yet, you can't do it because A, they won't give you a voice in the system you work for, and B, the people won't even listen to you anyway. They'll call you crazy and a conspiracy nut. And that alone is what has driven many people to cave in, violate their conscience, just to keep both their jobs and their social lives intact. But in my mind, as sucky as it was, I sucked it up and said, no, I'm not gonna conform to pressure. I don't care about pressure. I care about what's true and what's right. It's a refusal to be controlled, to be manipulated. Screw you. When I get that kind of pressure on me, it inspires me all the more to come back with even more fury and expose them.